Hello, Brother Vendar here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, or whatever the YouTube auto subtitles have decided it's called. I'm going to kick off today with the Leicester and the Avon. Found a couple of Derp class and 14 transports. Quite the convoy. Let's see if we can deal with them. Ooh, starting almost instantly in range. Cruisers are in the middle and looking like they want to make a fight of it. Just good, save your ammunition. You really don't have a good chance to hit. They are breaking from the transports though, but we can see what's going on. So we'll drive in between. That means our port side secondaries will be able to engage the transports, whilst the starboard secondaries and the main guns, if they weren't stuck, let's see if we can unstick them. Go. Sometimes you just need to maneuver around a bit. Yeah, let's see if our mains and starboard secondaries can deal with the cruisers. Hit on their tower. I think a return hit though. There must be a torpedo coming. We're all doing donuts. Transport goes down. Got those underwaters. They haven't fired them though. Me assuming there's going to be a whole pile of torpedoes coming my way. Fire the fucking mains. Thank you. And load HE. Nope. That wasn't overpen. Right, one down. That one's pretty badly hurt, but so is the Leicester. Everyone should be able to handle the transports. One would hope. It's just flooding on the stern of the Leicester. The extended bit. AI is so good with flooding hits. Honestly. So good with them. And they'll always hit it to be a red sector. So you never get a chance to pump it out. Oh, that was nice. Down she goes. Keep Leicester at range. Don't want her getting a lucky flooding hit that kills it. Excellent. Right. Let's head not to the map, but to the shipyard. Welcome back. You join me in attempting to refit the Royal Georges. Now this means basically I'm going to have to take off. I'm going to take off all but one of the guns. People keep saying, "Oh, hey, do you get new towers?" And the answer to that is no. These are the same towers that I had access to before. You'll probably encounter that if you are someone who's like, I'm going to prioritize hull techs. And if you do that, you can end up researching them before there are other towers available for them. But with the way that I play it, generally, that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have all the towers that I could have already. So I'm going to get 13.5-inch triple and pop it on the front. And I think the simplest way to do these, so they used to have 10 guns, these things. I think probably the most sympathetic refit would be to have them drop a gun and go down to a 9. Could maybe rework this and use the higher end tower if it fits. Which it does. There we go. So I am changing it out. I did already have that one available when I originally built it, but I didn't use it because it's so big. But now it doesn't matter because I'm not trying to shove 2 guns in here. I've just got the one. I could say okay, so it's going to be a it's 3-inch casements. There we go. Now she did have the little secondary guns along here. I think they were just 4 inches. Actually, I can probably no, it doesn't tell me. Just wondering if we get access to any kind of interesting things. No. So no, we've got 3-inch. We should go up to 5. 5. So maybe a 5-inch gun here. And I think I had 2 here. Something like that. Okay, lengths 13.5 inch guns, really? Oh, it's doing that thing where it doesn't update the lengths. 55s, I think, is fine. Now I've got blinking forward way offset, and I didn't before. Oh, that's because I had to take all the guns off. No, it's kept them. It's kept the things. I've got forward way offset all of a sudden. Outrageous. Anyway, we'll fix that later. 5-inch. They can be. Well, get them to 45s. Yeah, we can. And the 3-inch can also be 45s. There we go. 3-inch guns. Might as well armour them up. 2-inch gun. 5-inch gun even. Something like that. Get the radar. Get rid of the RDF. Hydrophone's probably fine. They already have autoloaders and things. You can get the super high-end TNT. And modern armor. Fancy. Wow. Okay, it's a lot of spare weight. We can improve their inner layering, which was something that they never really got. So 7. 8.5, 1.5. Something like that. Okay. Well, we might as well shove a sonar set and keep the RDF then. Wow. Got a huge amount of weight out of them. Got a massive operational range already. Nah, I can't be too cheeky. Fit another gun in. I was thinking about it. But we can just move this back so that it has a better firing arc. It also makes the citadel a bit longer, which is all good. Yeah, the Q turret. Q turret really doesn't have a great field of fire. Is this getting in the way of it? Yeah, it is. You know what? I think I'm going to remove the secondaries altogether. The secondary turrets. They're good, but I don't think... I think now that they're just bigger, I think the cleaner, slim down, more efficient ship is going to work better. Right, let's shove a battery system in it. Give it even more range, and then let's just whack the speed up. Which gives me half-weight offset problems. But we can get it to 29 knots. Goodness me. $30? Wow. 11 months in the dry dock. It's basically a total rebuild. But, you know, 30 knots, 13.5-inch guns. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And you can hand wave this as them, you know, taking the barrels off the original ship and just, yeah, generally reconfiguring everything, enlarging the front tower. But, you know, we haven't moved the machinery space or anything like that. A total reconstruction of the armour, internal protection and things. Oh, I could have... No. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't make her that stupidly fast. Go back down to 25. I just realised she doesn't have anti-torque 5 and bobbet 5. I'd rather have those. 25 knots makes her a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. I'd rather have that extra protection. That was silly of me. Anyway, it's still... And it brings my refit time down. So that's more squeezing some extra juice out of the engines. And yeah, completely rebuilding the protection of the ship. Completely rebuilding the main armaments and the forward superstructure. It's quite significant. But I think it'll work well. And then we have a full weight offset again. Just push that out. That takes an extra month. Why? Oh, I don't get it. Anyway, that's what we're doing with the Royal Georges. I'll get them all refitted. I'll end the turn. And I'll see you for whatever's happening next month. Welcome back. It's now July. So obviously 2 of the Royal Georges are currently out trying to navally invade Thailand. So it'll be a staggered update. Meanwhile, the Glasgow and some destroyers have found a Victor and a Bayon class heavy cruiser. These are older, I think, and 5 transports, so we'll deal with that. Oh. Just have all the destroyers in one division. No need to muck about. They don't look that old. They are carrying torps. Oh, this one has low fuel. Interesting. Because they're trying to ferry supplies to Thailand or something. That ain't gonna work. Want to get the destroyers out ahead of the cruiser. They can listen for torpedoes, but as well they can chip away at the transports and drive a wedge between the transports and the cruisers. Glasgow blow off a torpedo. Very nice. No, they don't both have low fuel. Let's have a look at this one. 8.1 inch guns, 35 knots, pretty good. Armour's meh. No radar. Oh, the Boris is dead. Slightly faster, more armour, but not as good quality. Yeah, oh, look at that. Coincidence 3. Yeesh. What did this one have? Stereo 3. Very out of date rangefinders. Especially compared to kind of our latest and greatest with Coincidence 5 and now Radar 2 as well. She's going to run into those torpedoes. One of them might catch it. This one. Oh, of course it was a dud. Oh, he hit the other one. Firing her own torpedoes. Oh, the middle of the destroyer screen as well. Sinks. Wait. Battle ended? But we had transports. Oh, well, I sunk most of them. That's fine. Right, back to the map. Okay, I just went on to the next turn because there wasn't that much going on. I've also ordered Ajax and Royal George back. The naval invasion of Thailand is going to fail. I'm not going to just abandon it. Because I seem to remember that gives you penalties or something. But so I'm going to let it finish. But yeah, it's just it's obviously been reinforced. We're not going to be able to do it through naval invasion. We're just going to have to rely on the army, who are completely useless. Anyway, the Bellerophon. This is a 1925 era ship. It's not. I haven't done an update of her yet. And the Memphis, a river class that we sold to Norway, has found another dirt class and some Belgian Buffalo class cruisers. Why the Belgians Soviet? Who knows? But apparently they are. Sure, that makes sense. Totally see that. To the southwest, you say? Very well. We shall attempt to engage them. Bellerophon looking splendid. See, these ones are going to be even harder to refit because yeah, a 12, a Mark 5 or Mark 4, 12-inch doesn't fit on here. I wish there's a way to completely reclassify a ship. You know, take the Bellerophon here and say, well, actually we're downgrading it to armoured cruiser. Oh, we're going around in a circle. Still not sure quite why that happens. I know you can treat your ships like they're a different class yourself, and you can roleplay it, but that doesn't help with mission generation. No radar on either of these ships. If you're wondering why we didn't spot them then earlier, that is not the same as that silhouette. Can advance till we've got a better chance to hit. That, however, does match the silhouette. That's a pretty old ship. Those Buffalo class. I don't think they're going to have the best time of it. Rude. Get out. What happened? Enemy 7-inch guns. I mean, she's not actually damaged in her citadel, but she has taken a tower hit, which has damaged her steering gear. And those are the 8-inch. Of course, Bellerophon can't fecking see anymore. There we go. Come on, take some of the heat off them. Nah, the flooding. Run away. Miss. Hits, but not what we want. I don't know if that shows up in the recording, but you see the little Windows blue wheel going around on the mouse when you don't change target. When you hover over an enemy ship, just really slams the performance of the game. I mean, my CPU is reporting 24%. That probably means that it's completely tapped out a single core. Really looking forward to when they multi-thread dreadnoughts. Oh, there we go. That must have been a citadel hit. Yep. That has sunk it. Finally got one to connect. Boom. Goodbye, Buffalo. And the Northampton about to get a very rude awakening. The truly titanic hole punched in the side of her hull there. Oh, there's some torpedoes coming I wasn't paying attention to, but I don't think the damage will stick. Excellent work by the Bellerophon. Excellent. Right, let's see if we have any other battles. Well, that's certainly something. The French have decided to join us in fighting the Soviet Union. Excellent. Some mines doing some damage. We are losing the odd transport here and there, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, Battle of Thailand. I just so it was like 26 or something. It's going up a bit. It's now on 38. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to fail, barring some enormous luck. So let's find the Royal George. There she is. And get Royal George and Ajax refitted as well. Now we just saw the Bellerophon in action. Might be worth getting those off the front lines and refitted as well. Oh no, I've gone over my... Never mind. How much am I over by? Whoops. Not much. And 100,000 tons. Okay, we'll suspend some of the Hawkins class. I can suspend a Lion, actually. Now, a Lion and a Hawkins would probably do it. Yes. I think. No. Suspend. Oops. This one. Yes, there we go. Okay, all the times have come down now. Good. We don't want to be doing that for no reason. Right, when's the first time I'm going to be able to do that? It's probably because ships are in for repairs. So I'm going to wait on refitting the Bellerophons. Refits. 2 months, 4 months. Really, nothing in for repairs. Oh no, 2 months for these two. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to have to manage our shipyard capacity a little bit. That's basically what's stopping me from refitting everything all at once. We also have a convoy, and we have a battle. The battle, it's a derp class. How many of those things do they have? Honestly. Save your ammo. They're going that way. To the west. Helpful to get ourselves in a firing position. If they're just going to come at us, we can observe them. Get nice accurate readings on their range and their bearing. And just let that accuracy build. They're wiggling all over the place. Oh, we'll shoot them with the 4-inch guns. some splashes down. Couple of hits there. And they're returning fire. We have the slight advantage. So I'm just going to keep them away. A slight advantage in ranged warfare, I mean, and accuracy. Actually, will have dropped because I manoeuvred. Hey, nice! Well, that stops them from running away. Fabulous shooting. Look at that. Destroyed. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, let's load out that convoy battle. Alright, we have a Victor class. Now this is a little trickier. We've got some high-end destroyers here, but as we've seen, they are just as fragile as every other kind of destroyer. We also have an E-class and a D-class from Indonesia, and 7 transports. So aim here very much to try and get the transports between us and the enemy cruiser. Chip away at them. Kind of just plink away. See what we can do. Let's all be in one big line. Behind the Primrose. Excellent. It's Miss Primrose. What a fine-looking ship she is. With her 15 5-inch guns, because that's completely reasonable. I have an awful lot of 5-inch firepower coming out of these ships, but that is a heavy cruiser, so it's not likely to work. I'm going to switch the torpedoes off for now. See that the transports are over here. So my plan of getting the transports in between is not going to work. Yeah, shot a torpedo. That's pretty nice. I've got my torpedoes off because we might get a shot on her. She has fired a torpedo. 2 sets of torpedoes. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to go for the transports, and I'm going to put these guys on save. Just if they think they have a shot, they can take it. But I'm more expecting this to just kind of get them to wave off. There we go. Just kind of giving them something to think about. Let's smoke up. Has actually taken a surprising amount. Look at that turn. It's ridiculous. Oh, she surrendered. Well, okay, that's one way of doing it. Probably surrendered because her entire crew just got thrown against the internal bulkheads and all were violently sick after trying to do that maneuver. But yeah, just burnt down the outer bits. And yeah, one of the big problems is if you're running the balance mod, by the way, is especially if you have exposed positions like torpedoes and secondary guns, or very weak superstructure armor, you are vulnerable to your crew just being killed, which I think is fair enough. It's not like vanilla where you can burn down enemy ships very easily. And if you're wondering why there's a difference, it's actually not a big change, but it has a pretty nice impact on gameplay. I personally think. And that is the destroyed due to extensive fire threshold in the balance mod is 90% of the ship's compartments. So you can see the compartments here. If 90% of them are either on fire or flooding, or both, then the ship will basically be destroyed because the crew has nowhere to be on the ship and they have to abandon the ship. In vanilla, it is 70%. And that makes a huge, huge difference. It's quite rare that you'll see ships go down to extensive fire. Pretty much the only time you see it is if you hit them and you hit them with a really big shell through the main belt and it just sets the entire ship on fire simultaneously. Or they get an ammo debt or a flash fire or something that sets off like most of the ship. Otherwise, you're not going to see it. Which I think is great, but did come back to haunt me in that Shipyards Champions this week. At least I think it will be this week. Time of recording. Oh, that's my phone. Excuse me. Alright, I am back. Let's see how we're doing. Ba, ba, ba. Da, la, la. All done. Good. Good. Right. Back to that. Right. I think that's going to be pretty much it in terms of combat. I do want to have a look through the old politics screen just to check up on everybody, see how we're all doing. Sorry, that's my phone. Nope, just shush. Jesus, why can they never shush when you want them to? Soviet Union has 14 heavy cruisers remaining. No capital ships at all. Interesting. China has 5 cruisers. They are repairing 13 ships. But, their GDP, perilous. But I think the Austro-Hungarians are even more perilous. They're only at war with Japan. They have a negative growth and a GDP under 100 billion. That is not good. Not good at all. UK GDP has gone absolutely through the roof. And it's just snowballing away. Which is good for me, less good for everybody else. And with that, well, actually, no, I'm going to check on 38%. I don't see it. I just don't. I just don't believe it'll happen. How are these going? 0, 0. Unsurprising because they're against Russia. 0, 0, 0, 8. Wow. Yeah, the army being predictably rubbish. Yeah, really kind of want Thailand, but short of just continually trying to roll, luckily, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. If this one fails, which I think it will, I don't think I'll bother doing it again. I'm just trying to think, is there anywhere else like vulnerable? I don't think so. Again, Eastern China, much too big a province to try and take directly. Yeah. Just annoying. Basically, anything that asks you for over 100,000 tons is asking for trouble. I'm pretty sure it's a multiplier. And I think if you can get to 10 times the needed tonnage, it's 100%. But because it's a multiplier, by this stage in the game, if the needed tonnage is over 10,000 tons, basically, it starts becoming increasingly difficult. And if it's over 50,000 tons, it starts becoming extremely difficult. And yeah, 175, I don't see it happening. Anyway, maybe we'll get lucky. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.